I
The
go to
title.
try.
So the title is let's talk about jobs and occupation, huh?
Yeah.
Jobs and occupations. Okay. So
In
we have
reality,
jobs
I'm
and
not prepared a lot
no,
of think about this topic, but
don't worry. Let's
well,
just do it. Something. Let's talk about living. Please share your questions and points of view. So I'm writing a title for the video. I didn't know it was that long to organize this. Okay.
yeah, the organizers need the time.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so go live. So you told me I look good, so I feel good.
Yes, of course, Brian.
Okay,
I see you very well. You have a great look.
And you're a great motivator. So
Yeah,
we're live, Lana.
it's true.
Thank you so much. You're the best. So Lana, welcome to one more class. This is a live class. And today, what's the topic about? Can you share?
Yes.
Can you share the topic with us?
Yes, the topic of today is about occupancies and job.
Jobs and occupations. Occupations and jobs is the same. Okay,
Jobs.
so
Occupations.
okay. Well, do you have?
Yes, the best.
Tell me.
Brian, this is the best live English classes with the best teacher, Brian.
I promise I'm not paying Lana to say that. She's a nice girl, definitely.
Well,
But
it's
she's a
true.
good student too. Lana is a good student, and she's a risk taker. So I'm happy
Thank
to
you.
have students like you. So well, let's start.
Okay.
What about some vocabulary? Okay, let's start with some vocabulary about
Okay.
jobs and occupations. Here I have some expressions. For example, get a promotion, get a raise,
Okay.
be hired, be fired. Okay, there's
Fired.
two.
Wow.
Do you know
To
any
be
of these expressions?
to be honest, I don't know these expressions, Brian. To be
No
honest.
problem. So I can explain you. When you say get a promotion, is probably you start in one level in a company,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
go up to another level. That is to get a promotion. Maybe you started as a junior partner, and then you continue going up maybe to a senior partner in a company.
Okay.
So you get a promotion.
Get a promotion. Oh, it's very useful. It's very useful
Yeah,
expressions.
definitely. In some companies, it's common to get a promotion after a good job you perform in class. Not in class,
Yeah.
but in general.
Yeah.
But after you perform a good job, they give you a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have get a raise.
Get a raise.
Get a raise. It's another expression too regarding jobs and occupations.
What is the meaning this expression?
Get a raise is to receive more salary. Probably you're getting, I don't know, $400 a month, and then maybe because of the inflation of the country, or maybe for some agreement that you had with the company, every 5 months you get a raise. That it means that, for example, if you were receiving $400, now 5 months later you will receive $500. So you get a raise, you get more money.
Get a raise. Okay. Okay. Very useful, of course.
Yeah, sometimes people they feel ashamed to ask for a raise, but sometimes in some companies they never gave them a raise, so the people have problems asking for a raise. Yes, but I think it's necessary after a time, depending on the cost of living of the country. Here, for example, in Argentina, the inflation is terrible. I mean, maybe today the sugar is one price, and maybe in 1 month the sugar elevates the cost. So I think the
Wow.
obligation of the companies is to give a raise to all the employees according to the
Wow.
inflation.
So I imagine, Brian, that this situation in your country, it's not easy for the people.
Definitely not easy. Definitely not easy.
Wow.
And this pandemic time here, it has been worst because things have like really increased the price a lot, really a lot.
Yeah.
For
So,
I don't know, in dollars,
Brian,
it's a lot
I
too.
think I think this moment is moment for start or for don't buying sugar, because if sugar it's more expensive, it's
Yeah, but I'm giving you just an example. It's not only sugar; it's everything.
yeah, yeah, it's just
Everything.
joking.
It's yeah, yeah, but no, don't buy sugar too.
Wow,
Well,
I understand. I
depend.
understand.
Ice cream you can buy. So well, we have the next expression that is be hired. Do you know this expression?
Be hired.
Yes, it's like for
Mm,
example, you say an example. I was hired. I was hired in a company. I was hired in a
uh,
company.
yes, I remember something about to be hired. It's como estar quemado.
No, that is
No,
fire. But in this case,
fine.
it's hire. Hire, the meaning is to pay to use something for a short period, or also is to employ someone or pay someone to do a particular job. I'm going to write the
Oh,
definition here on the board. Okay, I'm going
wow.
to let me give you the definition.
So Brian, what is what I can translate be hired in Spanish?
Okay,
The translate in Spanish?
good. The translation in Spanish is ser contratado, be hired.
Ah,
And
be hired.
to hire someone es contratar a alguien. You contract someone. No, to
To
hire
hire
means
someone.
to employ someone or pay someone to do a particular job. No, this is an
Okay.
example. I was hired by the first company I applied to. Okay, that is an example. And then you have the opposite is to be fired. To be fired. Or
To
in
be fired.
informal language, to be kicked out.
Kicked out. Wow.
Yes, it's the opposite. Is to let you go. Goodbye. No more
Yeah.
work in the company. Yes,
Yeah.
that is to fire someone.
I'm
Yes.
exhausted. I don't work.
So, but you understand the meaning of fire. When you say you're fired, is you don't work here anymore.
Estás despedido, ¿no?
Yeah, that's right. That's the expression. You're fired. So that is the
Well.
meaning.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is some vocabulary about jobs and occupations. So let's ask each other some questions, okay?
Okay.
Do I start or do you start with the questions?
I prefer that you start, Brian, with your questions
All right.
or something
All
in
right.
reality.
I start with my questions.
I cannot see if we have the people in our live video.
Yeah, I cannot see either, but how can we do that? I think I should have a cell phone here
Ah, okay.
and
You
check it out.
okay.
Actually, it's the first time I'm giving a live class.
Okay.
So let me
Okay.
check.
Don't worry, Brian. But
Let me see what.
you remember that the last time when we made an Instagram, we have a lot of people. I think
Yeah,
we
definitely. We
have.
had a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So I just want to check what is happening there and maybe if people are interacting. Maybe they are asking questions. People, you can ask questions related to jobs and occupations, anything. Please feel free.
Yeah, I think it's topic. It's important for the people interesting because I think there are a lot of people. that they don't like job or don't like your occupations. So it's topic, it's important.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, yes. So, some people are watching here. So, I'll
Brian,
wait
if
for
I
everybody.
can imagine that in your case, your job it's important for you, and I think you are the best English teacher, uh, and I think you love teach English.
Yeah, I really do. I'm a workaholic. Sometimes my friends tell me, Brian, you're working too much, but I love what I do. So
It's
sometimes
true.
I can help, like,
But Brian,
working a lot.
tell me please, when you teach your students, you have energy, you are motivated, but why do you are motivated, so motivated, you have a lot of energy for teach many people? Really, it's not easy. I think it's hard.
I'm motivated because of the money. No, I'm kidding. Like what my real motivation is to see the process of the people learning. They start and they know anything about the language, and then you see their process. Then you see that they can communicate with you. Then in the process, you create a relationship, and that is amazing because you become friends with your students, and then you start talking about deep conversations, and then there is some connection, and I love connecting to people. I think that is the most important and the most rewarding part of teaching, the connection with the people. Because let's be honest, now you can learn with a YouTube channel, you can learn with applications, you can learn with different things, even with video games. You can learn playing video games, but we don't have the interaction, and that connection with people. We're losing that with some courses, but we need human interaction in order to survive. I would say that.
Wow, I agree completely with you, Brian. I think so. I think the same because I experiment with myself, and I can say that when I interact with another people, when I speak with another people in English, it motivates me a lot. Yes, I can listen a lot in YouTube, I can study a lot in my house, but it's not the same when you are when the talk to us or interact to us, when you
Interact. Interact.
interact,
Mhm.
when you interact with another people and practice English, it's the best way for to speak English, to practice in reality.
Definitely. The real interaction is the most important thing in the learning process, you know,
Yes,
because
and also
this is real.
you can meet another people, you can know something different about another country, about another culture, so it's more interesting.
Yeah, the motivation, the curiosity is going to make you ask questions and to be, more focused on the class rather than just a video. You say, yeah, I can watch the video later, or I can watch that class later. But when there is a person, on the other side, paying attention to what you're saying and sharing part of their life and giving you their time, I think time is important, because when
Yeah,
you give time, it means that really matters. Yes, time is really precious this time, these days. So I
yeah,
think
it's
it's
it's it's
important
true.
to
It's true,
value that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Brian, and I have a question for you. You prefer when you talk or when you speak with your friends, you use Spanish or you use English, or it's depend.
Yeah, it depends on my friends, of course. Here in Argentina, some friends, they don't speak English. They should. Actually, if you're watching me, you should study. But some of my friends, they don't speak English, so I have to use Spanish, of course. But then my inner circle, even my family, my brother, they do speak English. All of the teachers here at eClub, we all speak English all the time. In the training sessions, we speak English. So, and I have friends from other countries, of course, from England, from the US, from Australia, New Zealand. They
Wow.
speak English. So And well, that's the reason I'm speaking English all the time. And also I try to speak other languages because I love languages. So I try to communicate as much as I can with
Wow,
other
Brian,
people.
and for example, when you need writing something, writing or reading.
What do you mean? Which word? Let
Cuando
me.
quieres escribir algo, when you want
When you
to
want to
read,
write,
when you want to write something, you use what language do you use? What
Okay. Well,
language do you use?
well, depending the person I'm addressing, if it's a person who speaks English, I always write in English, of course. Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean your thing. For example, if you can make your plan for today or for tomorrow or for the week for months,
Hmm.
you write something in English and Spanish and English or
Oh
in
yeah. Well, this is my agenda. It's disorganized, but everything is
yeah.
in English. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I write it in English. I don't know why, but that's a good question. Why are you writing in English? Should be using my native, language. But yeah, I using.
Brian, I have also my agenda.
Oh yeah, your agenda. You're very organized. Oh my God, I'm ashamed now of
Yes,
that.
my agenda it's
Yeah, it's very organized.
exactly
And
exactly.
you write in Ukrainian or in English or in Spanish? Which language do you use?
I use different languages to be honest. The majority or in majority times, in majority, I read in Spanish, sometimes in English. For example, I can read some new words or new expressions, but sometimes, but a little bit, I can use my mother language, Ukrainian.
Oh,
But in general, I use Spanish or English,
okay.
of
Something
course.
I saw on your Facebook is that you translated a book from Spanish to Ukrainian, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can
I
you share
translate.
about that experience? Was it difficult for you? Because it was a big book. Do you have the book there, right there?
Yes, 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 yes. I can. One moment. I can. No, I don't want because I have aquí. Tengo aquí la luz puesta y no
Ah,
quiero. One moment, please. One moment, please.
don't worry, take your time. So meanwhile, people, we're talking about jobs and occupations. So can you share what do you do for a living?
Okay. I translate a book from Spanish to Ukrainian. A big book, to be honest.
Wow,
A very
yeah,
big book.
it's a big
So
book.
right now I have this book in Ukrainian language. In Ukraine, its name's Голос твоєї душі.
Oh,
It says the voice of your soul in English, and in Spanish La voz de tu alma.
yeah,
It was very hard experience for me, but very very useful for to learn Spanish.
yeah, definitely. Wow, it's I think it's a good way to to share something that you like to your people in Ukraine. Here, some people are commenting, and here says you are very pretty. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're talking about
Oh,
me? I hope so. No, I
thank you
don't
very
think so.
much, guys. Thank you very much.
But here says Sandy, your teacher looks like Spanish. Well, actually, I'm not Spanish. I'm Peruvian. Have you heard about Peru? Hope so. Delicious food,
Yes, 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 yes.
number one. You should try it once. So
Delicious food and beautiful people, very open people, very friendly people. I have the
definitely,
friends from Peru.
yeah. But yeah,
It's
they're
true.
they're
It's
cool,
true.
really cool
Okay.
people. So well, okay. Well, congratulations about the book. Is it published already or not yet? Is your book published or not
Tell me,
yet?
Brian.
Is your book published? So your book
Yes, of
is
course.
on sale. Ah, nice, interesting. So well, if you are from
Yes,
Ukraine and you want
yes.
to
This,
read the book, please contact Lana.
if you know, if you know Ukrainian, and if you buy the food, buy this book, not food, this
Not
book,
food book.
and to learn about this book, you can find book. You can
Yeah.
find in Amazon.
Listen, a book is food for the soul.
in Amazon.
Ah, do you hear? Do you hear what I said? A
Yeah,
book
the
is
voice of your soul.
okay, but I say a book is food for your soul. Do you understand?
Yes, yes,
So,
it's
so
true. Yes, the
you
food,
were
the
wrong.
book.
Are you hungry, Lana?
But I think
Maybe you're hungry.
yes,
Maybe this is
a
dinner
little bit,
time. Don't worry, you can mention something. All
a
right,
little
so
bit. To be honest,
don't worry.
to be
I have
honest, a little bit.
some questions for you about jobs and occupations. So let me share these questions, okay?
Okay.
And you just answer.
Ah, I see. We have the people in live video, Brian.
Yeah, some people are there. Hello, Rawan, Mustafa, Sandy. I used to work in a cruise line and I have friends all over the world. Sandy, that's amazing. It's great to have friends all over the world because you have a house in every place you go. So that is really necessary sometimes. So, okay, let's go with the first question about Ukraine. At what age
Okay,
do
let's go.
people usually begin to work in your country?
Ah, it's a good question, Brian. It's depend of the family. But in general, in Ukraine, the people start work very young. For example, in my case, I start work in the school with 19 years old,
19
and
years old
19, yes,
as a teacher, right?
19, 19,
Yeah, wow.
yes, like a teacher in the school,
Mhm.
like a teacher. And in many cases, the people start with 19, 20. Ukraine is a little bit different culture to compare to Spain, for example, or to compare to United States.
Mhm.
The people start to work more, mucho más antes,
A lot before,
a
younger.
lot before, and
Mhm.
also younger. Yes,
Mhm.
very younger, and also the people go to marry it. Yes,
They
to marry
get
it
married.
very
People
young.
get married. Ah, they get married really
Get
young.
married. The people
Really
get
young.
married
Really
very
young.
young. Yes, it's a little
Oh,
bit different culture to compare to Spain. Yes,
different. Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
I think it's something social thing, social, como manera de pensar en la
Mhm.
sociedad.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Next, at what age do people usually retire in your country? Do you understand retire? They
Retire,
stop working.
yes, jubilarse, no? Jubilarse.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, it's depend of job, it's depend of each person, but in general, the woman
Women.
women start retire in my country, in Ukraine, with um, with 60, 60,
60. 60. Mm-hmm.
60 years old,
When they're
and
60. And
the
men?
man with 65.
Okay. I think it's similar here in Latin America. 60 and
Yeah,
65. Yeah, I think so.
in,
Hello,
in Spain
Christian
is this
Vasquez.
is the
No.
same.
In Spain is the same.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Next question. At what age would you like to retire, Lani?
What age?
Would you like?
Repeat. Yeah.
At what age
What age
would you like to
to retire?
retire? You.
Well, to be honest, Brian, I don't want to have a job
Mhm.
all my life, and go retire with 65 years old. I don't want
You
this.
don't want that.
You don't want, no. I want to work all my life, but doing something interesting, doing something useful, something interesting for myself, help to other people. But I don't want to live this life like, mm, mm, I don't know. I want to work all my life doing something interesting, doing something useful. But it's not about age. It's not about age. It's about be uh, be well, be good, be healthy. Yes, because if I feeling bad, so I cannot work, or I cannot compare with the people something interesting. But I prefer to work all my life, but doing interesting thing, not work in a one job, and this job don't like. So I don't want this way, o esa manera de vivir,
That way of living. Don't worry. I
that
think
way of living.
different people have different perspectives, and this perspective is also valid. I think that it's important that you love what you do so you never get tired,
Yeah,
you know? And something that I would say is that you have to do something in benefit from the for the others. In that way, you will feel rewarded with the fruits, with with the harvest, will with all that you see in the future for what you did for the others. I think it's important to think about how to help the others. And well, I think when you do that, you feel happy, and then you can actually do that for the rest of your life.
exactly, exactly. And you, Brian, what do you can say about
About
about this
retirement,
question?
um, when I
Yes.
listen to the word retire, I usually think stop working because I have enough money in order to live for the rest of my life
Mm-hmm.
without working. So, with that idea in mind, I want to retire at 40 years old. So, I want to stop working for money
Wow.
when I'm 40. That's my idea. I have to work hard, you know.
Wow.
So if I do that,
It's very good idea.
if I can get to do this, the rest of my life I would spend helping people, traveling, visiting different places, different countries, living the life to the fullest. And well, I think I have to work hard if I really want that, because for some people it's a dream, and for other people it's an objective, and for other people it's a reality. So I want that to be my
Exactly.
reality. I want one day I want to go, I don't know, to the Caribbean to write a book. Some other day I want to go help the missions, maybe for a month in some other countries. I don't know, be helpful. And so without the problem of the money, oh, I don't have money to go, I don't have money to travel. So that's my idea. I hope I can
Yeah, a
get.
big problem. A big pro. Yeah, a big problem, Brian, of um, sociedad,
Society,
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 soc-
society. Yes,
society.
good job.
I think it's the people worked for money. The people worked for money, and because the people need money. In reality, the people need money. But in the same time, es como una trampa. It's a big problem because if you work for money and you can doing that you like, so it's not life. It's very very hard. It's very very hard. It's very exhausted. It's not interesting. It's not. It's very
Yes,
hard.
definitely, definitely. Because sometimes you work a lot to get money, and then when you have the money, you have to spend all the money paying the medicine because you didn't take care of yourself when you were working. So in the end, there is no logic. Sometimes you work very hard,
Hmm.
you don't enjoy life, and then when you get sick and when you lose your job, you say, oh my God, I wasted my life, you know. And that's a problem. You're working just for money, and stop trying to smell the roses, go to your family, talk to them, have some time for you, meditate or pray or go to sleep early or eat healthy. No, you work, 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 work. You eat unhealthy food because you're working, you don't have time, no time to do anything, and then the consequences are that you don't enjoy life.
It's true. It's true. Yes, I experiment with myself
And
this
me too.
experience.
Me too, definitely. I remember in the past I used to work a lot doing something I didn't like because I didn't agree with the situation itself. No, I knew what I was doing was not really helping people, so I felt miserable because I had to do something I didn't like just for money. So then I realized and I say
Exactly.
I
Wow,
don't want to do that
Brian.
anymore. Mhm.
So in the past, do you had another job?
Okay, well, I had different jobs in my life. Different jobs in my life. I remember my first job was doing the homework of my classmates in my school. Do you understand?
Wow.
I used to do the homework of my lazy classmates. They were lazy and they pay me to do their homework. So I remember that was my first job because with that money I could buy some stuff in the school. There was a break time, recess,
Wow.
and I felt
Very.
rich in the
So you
recess.
was very intelligent child.
When I was yeah, I think I took advantage of different situations and in my favor. So I did it. And well, I realized that I was good at drawing, and then I realized that some classmates never did their homework and they used to pay for it. So I said, okay.
Brian,
The problem is sometimes I did their homework and I forgot doing my homework.
yeah,
That
it's
was a
true.
problem.
It's true. Brian, and when do you start to work like English teacher?
Oh, okay. I started working as an English teacher after an accident I had.
Did you had a accident?
Yes,
Accident.
so before the accident, I used to do things that they were easy. I used to, I don't know, bring some friends from other countries and maybe to be a tour guide or as a DJ or translating some stuff. But then after an accident, I decided to do something to help people. And that's why I decided to become an English teacher. I think, and I always taught. Even when I was a kid, I used to teach in my school to my classmates. But then I studied something different, or I didn't want to be an English teacher because, like, the teachers were underpaid, and I say, "Oh no, I don't want to be a teacher." Because when they ask you, "Hey, what do you do?" I'm a teacher. Oh, I'm sorry. They say, "Oh, they don't pay you good money," and they say, but I say, no, I want to be a translator, an interpreter, and everybody calling me. But in the deep part, I always wanted to be a teacher. So after my accident, I changed my mind about what I really wanted to do with my life, and I decided to start teaching. And
Wow.
well, and then I
Wow.
started working a lot at the universities, different institutes, different schools, even kindergartens. Yeah, everything. I worked all day
Wow.
long, all day long.
Incredible story. Incredible story of your life. Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. But well, I always enjoyed teaching and I always try to do something different, to make people really think about the process of learning, to enjoy the process, you know, and not just to read a book or learn just a theory. but use it in real life, in real context.
Wow.
Yep. And
I
then,
can say just wow.
but I mean, we have to do a lot of things in life in order to survive. But it's okay to try different things, and then you can discover your real purpose. You have to dare to do
Yeah.
a lot of things in order to discover it. And I did a lot of things in my life, many things. I work doing a lot of things. I love also business, so I opened some businesses. I opened a restaurant.
Wow. Do you have your restaurant?
I had I
Restaurant.
had a restaurant. I had a juice place in Peru. There are like these bars in which you can drink juices, fruit juice from different fruit. For example, I don't know, orange, banana, orange, strawberry, and well, I opened a juice place. But actually, I work doing a lot of things in my life.
Wow. You singer beautiful. You sing beautiful.
And I even sang on the streets too.
Wow.
I did everything you can think of. Yeah,
And Brian, and in
and
your
I'm proud of
house,
it.
sometimes you can sing sometimes in your house.
Yeah, when I'm alone here, I sing, of course. Nobody listens to me, so I do that as a hobby, definitely.
Wow.
Oh, Mabel is commenting. Hi, Mabel. Thank you for watching. Yeah, are you an kindergarten teacher too? Well, please write in the comments, people. If you're watching, ask your questions here to Lana. She's from Ukraine, and she wants to answer anything you want to ask. Please go for it. Okay.
Yes, please, guys, write in the comments your questions, or what do you want? What do you want to know about what?
Yes. So, Lana, what about you? What was your first job?
Okay. So Brian, my first job, it was with 19 years old, like I told yet, like a teacher in the school. But before I worked in my house, a ver, in my house, en el campo, yo no sé cómo decir, en el campo,
In the farm?
in the farm with my parents.
Oh, nice.
Since I was a child.
Wow. Interesting. Really
Yeah.
interesting. Wow. That's really interesting, definitely.
But my first job, it was in the school with 19 years old.
Oh, wow. I'm going to show you what my first job was in a picture. Okay.
Oh,
I don't,
wow, interesting.
I don't know if there are these kind of jobs in your country. Uh, but well, this was my first job. Let me look for the picture. Let me look for the picture.
Okay, don't worry.
And I used to work when I was a kid, when I was 14.
14.
14
Oh,
years old.
very young. Teenager.
Yeah. I'm going to show you the picture. But please don't laugh, okay?
Okay, I will try.
Okay. You have to promise you're not going to laugh about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I trust you.
Okay.
So give me a second. I just found the image. Okay. So I can share it with you right now. Tell me if you can see the picture.
Well, Brian, I cannot just stop laughing.
Don't worry. Go
But
ahead. Laugh. This was my first real job when I was 14. I mean, they pay the money for it. I had to work outside a restaurant.
Wow.
trying to call the attention of the people. Yeah,
Wow.
that was my first job. I have no
Wow.
shame. The money
You
was
was,
terrible anyways, but
yeah. Sometimes. But it's also
yeah,
beautiful thing. It's very, yeah. It's motivated. It's motivated. If you haven't money, but you want to have a little bit money, you need doing something.
of course, you
So
need
it's
to do something.
you
I
need
th-
to do something.
I was 14 and I say, okay, whatever. I mean, I want to buy some present for my family. I mean, that was Christmas time, so I needed some money. So that's what I did.
Wow. Wow.
The
Fu-
people say, the people say, we promise not to laugh. Thank you so much, Mabel. I hope you didn't laugh. But well, I don't know if these kind of jobs exist in Ukraine. I don't think so. This is just,
Yes, of course.
yeah,
Of course, Brian. Of course, Brian.
yeah,
Yes, there are some people. There are some people that they dress in something trajes,
yeah, disguises.
disguises. Yes, and go
Hmm.
outside for doing something funny, for take a photo with the people. Yes, of course.
Well,
The same in Ukraine.
well, I think there are different kind of jobs that are fun, definitely. Well, I enjoyed that.
Wow, you are was very brave. Yes, valiente,
I don't know
brave.
if brave is a word, but at least
Yes,
I was
brave.
a risk taker. Definitely. I say, whatever, let's do it.
But Brian, it's a very good thing that you trying to pay to have money, ganar dinero, to como ganar,
Okay,
ganar,
to make money.
to make money, to make money.
Mhm.
It's a good thing because there are a lot of people that prefer money of the parents or of of family of the family. So it's better when you're doing something for yourself for make money.
Yes, definitely. I always worked since I was a kid, and I felt proud of it. I was happy to in or I mean I helped my family, I helped the house. I felt like, really satisfied with what I did. I did everything. I even sold, how can you say that, lollipops? No, yeah, you can say lollipops. I think there is another name. I don't remember right now. Yeah, I used to sell lollipops on the street. But yeah, I didn't need to work. I did it for fun, actually. I mean, it's not that we were really poor. I just did it for fun, and I saw that it worked. I had a good method to sell people. I just went to the people, say, "Would you like a lollipop? I know you want a lollipop. Please go for it." And they just look at me and smile and say, "Okay, give me one." So I say, "It's easy to sell," and I started doing that.
I
Mabel,
think it
well,
was
here says,
very.
Brian, where are you from? Well, I'm from Peru, and I'm talking to Lana from Ukraine. We're here talking about jobs and occupation. What about you, Mabel? What do you do? Where are you from? Okay,
Yeah, we
Lani.
have the people here. Yeah, I can say that it was very useful and interesting experience in your life, not Brian?
Yeah, I had a lot. Yeah, my life was exciting. It's exciting until now. Look at these two people from different countries and different cultures talking about jobs and occupation. Like, it's really fun, you know. Can you hear me, Lani?
Yes, Brian, of
Okay, good.
course, of
Perfect.
course.
So I have another question for you. Let's see. Do
Yes, tell me.
women usually work after they get married in your country, in Ukraine?
Um, do women
Do
usually?
women usually work after they get married in your country? For example, you get married, you work after you get married, or no? You say no. Now your
Yeah,
obligation is at home.
yeah, I
What
understand. I understand this
what
question.
happens in Ukraine?
In Ukraine, Brian, it's like always. It's depend of the person of each person, but in general, the people work for example in a family. husband work, wife
Uh-huh.
work. It's not
Every
about if I
It's not about gender. Everybody works.
no. Yes, everybody works. Everybody works. Sometimes if sometimes yes, the wife can stay at home and take care about home, about children.
Hmm.
But in general, the people work.
Yeah,
It's
because maybe the money is not enough. Maybe one
yeah,
salary is not enough. Yeah, so everybody has to work.
exactly.
Yeah,
Very intelligent, exactly.
I agree with that. I mean, I totally agree with that. I think that it's important that both work, so they can provide for the house. Well,
And
it's up
in
to
Peru,
each family. In Peru, I think now is the same. Now both you both have to work because like the money is not enough. Definitely, you need at least two salaries to raise a family, and because yeah, life is hard, you know.
Brian, I know that Japanese, in Japanese,
In Japanese
Japanese,
or in Japan, the country,
I don't, yes, the country,
Japan,
Japanese. In
Japan.
Japan, in Japan, when you get married, I mean the girls,
Hmm.
so they finish work. They not work when they are married.
Okay, yeah, my sister lives in Japan, and
Oh,
she she told me about that. I think now it's a decision, yes, but yeah, it's customary that men they have the obligation to take care of the family. If they decided to get married, is because the man can pay for all the costs of what comes to have a family, you know.
hmm.
So yeah, yeah, that's what I know. But yeah, after that, it's a decision of each family, no? Maybe they want to
Yes, of
work
course.
because I don't know, they are lawyers, so they can work freelance. Yeah. Hmm. Perfect. So let's see if I have more questions for you. Okay, this question is very interesting. Here, Mabel says, "Hello, Manolito Mabel. Mabel, in my country, it's very common to